continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson.
Rita Jacks is continuing her struggle to break free of the life into which she was born. A struggle that will bring danger to her and to others.
You're stalling. What's the rule?
Me is the object of the verb took. Took me. You don't say took I. Right, Professor? What are you doing?
For being such a good student, I'm going to reward you for your perseverance, your diligence, erudition, and,
Oh, what a show-off.
and your wholesomeness. Did you know that a little swinging music might stimulate your brain cells?
Whom is the predicate and him the something or other of the infinitive?
Rita, don't I get something for making you the genius of the objective case?
Whom or who do you think him to be?
Those drums, if they don't stop, I'm going to blow
Him?
my brain.
Him to be whom is the object of the verb.
Rita, how can you just stand there while that music blows?
Me is the subject.
Listen. This is the part where the old folks leave the dance floor, and the young man and young woman do the Watusi until the sun comes up.
Listen, I'm never going to learn anything unless you think of yourself as a teacher and me as just a student.
But a student and teacher don't live on bread alone.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you're doing for me, Norman.
Try. That's the end of the first round. Wait till the next one.
Hello? Hi, Joe. I told you I've got other things to do. No, I can't. I won't, Joe. Look, I don't care. I said I... Okay, I don't want to. Stop it. Leave me alone. Stop it.
What was it?
One of the old crowd. They won't leave me alone.
I'll take care of them. They're not going to bother you anymore.
Please, Norman. Just stay away from them.
Rita, I'll do what I want to do.
I don't need you to protect me.
You don't know what you need.
Shut up. Why are we arguing? There. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Right, Kim, write a sentence using the word careful in it. Careful. I've got all the time in the world.
How is she doing?
She's doing fine.
Allison. You shouldn't spend all your money on presents.
You can be bankrupt before you even begin.
It's part of the reward system.
You better be careful.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready, dear. Here you go, baby. Be a good girl. Be good to Allison. We'll be at the country club most of the evening. If we go someplace else, I'll call you.
Darling, come on, we'll be late.
All right. There's some chocolate cake if you'd like it, too.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice time.
Thank you. Don't work too hard.
All right. I think we've worked hard enough. Story time. I've got a story about a lady horse and her tiny baby colt. Would you like to hear it? Tell me. I've lost the battle, but not the war. Mrs. Mullen's colt. Once upon a time, in the northwest pasture of the Mulligan farm, something very wonderful was about to happen. Oh, that must be Rodney. I'll be right back.
Evening, ma'am.
You're early.
Eager.
Oh, candy for me?
Nope. Where are the sisters?
They just left.
Well, then we're alone.
Not quite. Besides, we've got lots to do. We have to have dinner, then put Kim to bed.
Then, my pretty lady, we shall be alone.
Silly, I thought you came here to study. Kim, let's have dinner now, all right? No, we'll read this later. Another time.
Look what I got you, Kim.
No, Rodney, no, it'll spoil our appetite. After dinner.
Hey, this is a nice dog. Well, I wasn't going to keep it. Scout's honor.
We'll save this as a reward for future good behavior.
Oh, bribery, huh?
No, it's called the reward system. I've been reading up on it. This is how to motivate the problem child.
It's still bribery, the old payola.
Call it what you like. Dinner time. I'm on the late shift tonight, Miss Choate. Do you want me to report to the pediatrics ward? Miss Choate, would you please give me my assignment?
I wasn't sure that you'd be here this evening.
I apologize. Miss Choate, it was my understanding that an apology is all that's required.
What is required is that there be no further insubordination.
Yes, Miss Choate.
I see no indication of a change in your attitude.
Miss Choate, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot my place. It won't happen again.
I sincerely hope so. Very well, you may report to pediatrics.
Look, a trifle upset, to put it mildly.
You seem to have a special talent for catching me in my off moments.
Business again, Miss Anderson. You know, I'd much rather use my talent to get you in a good moment. Just say where or when.
Obviously not when I'm being disciplined.
All right. Free spirit. Doesn't like discipline. I'll make a note of that. You know, all these little details help us form a rounded picture.
Well, I think your picture is getting slightly out of focus, Mr. Court.
Oh, I'm very patient. Also very methodical. You'll find the final print will be quite accurate.
Oh, I doubt that very much. It's been charming, Mr. Cord, but I have work to do.
You looked lovely last night. Your friend seemed very pleasant, but,
But what?
doesn't seem to fit the picture I'm forming.
Well, someone may have to break your camera, Mr. Cord.
Whenever you're ready, Miss Anderson.
Oh, Miss Anderson. Thank you. Well, you just starting on duty?
Yes, Dr. Rossi.
I suppose that means you talked to Miss Choate.
Yes, Dr. Rossi.
Did you make a proper apology?
Oh, very proper.
Would you mind telling me exactly what you said?
That I was sorry, that I forgot my place, and that it wouldn't happen again.
In that tone of voice?
I don't think there's any tone of voice I could use that would please Miss Choate.
Betty, there's something you're going to have to learn. As long as you choose to stay here at the hospital, you're going to have to give Miss Choate the respect, the obedience a position calls for.
But
As
she...
the head nurse here, she's absolute authority over the nurse's aides. Isn't that clear?
Yes, Dr. Rossi.
Betty, listen, I know that Miss Choate isn't the easiest person in the world to get along with, but wherever you go, there are going to be women like that. And I'm sure you're big enough to handle the Miss Choates of this world.
I have been trying, Doctor.
Dr. Rossi.
Oh, just a moment, Doctor.
I'll try a little harder, Doctor. Excuse me.
I owe you an explanation. Last night when I interrupted you and Claire...
That's not necessary, Doctor. You didn't interrupt anything.
Could we talk in my office for a moment? Michael, you know how much I respect you. And if I didn't love my daughter, I'd be furious at her for putting me in this position. I feel like a turn of the century father having to ask you this. But I do have to ask it. What are your feelings about Claire?
She's a good doctor and a good friend. And she thinks of me in the same way.
Are you sure of that?
I hope so.
You're not sure. Michael, I'm worried about her.
Well, she's worried about herself. She talks about having solved her problems, resolved her marriage, but she knows she hasn't.
I feel so useless. I want to help her, but I don't know how. In all these years, I thought I'd raised a very special girl.
Well, she is special, but that doesn't mean she can't have problems.
Oh, Michael, I've failed her, and I can't seem to stop failing her.
When does the responsibility of the parent stop? When does it stop being open season on fathers and mothers? Claire's a mature woman. She's a sensitive, educated human being. You can't help her by blaming yourself.
Oh, what can I do?
Trust her. Give her time to discover how she really feels. About everything.
All right, Michael. I will trust her. And I'll trust you, too. Thank you.